Alright, hello everybody. Today we are here at Raleigh Raceway for the whatever race. I don't know, I'll come up with a name and put in the title probably. But yeah, we're here at Raleigh Raceway, race 8 of the Acre season. We're here for 75 laps, however many miles that is. Let me figure that out real quick. That would be 75 times 1.5 to get 112.5 miles. While I'm at, I should probably figure out how long the stages are. That might be a good idea. That might be a grand idea. 2035. All right, we'll roll with it. 75, 20, 20, a little bit shorter stages than I would like, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, video might end up, this race might end up getting cut short as a very loud notification on my phone from the National Weather Service has notified me my area is under tornado watch. It is partly sunny outside at the moment, so I did look at the radar. We got about 25 to 45 minutes until the worst gets here, so yeah, we'll see what happens. It only said until 7 though, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Obviously, hopefully everything ends up being okay. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to go racing here. I'm on pole with Dodge in second, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I did try to fix the draft issue from qualifying. We'll see if it ends up working. Yeah, let me. Oh, and 2 more warnings. Oh, wonderful. Tornado warning, flood watch, marine weather statement. Alright, well, until 6:45 p.m. for the marine, until 12 a.m. Sunday for the flood, and until 7 p.m. for the tornado. Jeez, we have a lot of bad weather right now, don't we? Oh, jeez, there was a wall of red on the radar coming straight for us, and if this radar is accurate, it's saying it's gonna break up, skip over us, and then reunite back together. So hopefully that is the case. All right. One pace lap, then green. By pace speed 85. I added admin, so this should work. There we go. Alright, here we go. So I gotta worry about fuel in this division, so we're just gonna go green after this pace lap. And we are green. Or, well, we're under yellow, but we are green. We're off and rolling. And hopefully the draft issue is indeed fixed. 1.5-mile track here in North Carolina, and we are looking forward to having a good race here today. Definitely a bottom line dominant racetrack, and yeah, hopefully we do get the whole race in. Hopefully the weather clears out and everybody ends up being okay. Obviously severe weather is always well, yeah, it's never good usually, so keyword usually. I'm sure if you give me enough time I could think of an instance where severe weather might be a good thing, but overall it's probably not. So yeah, we'll get rolling here in Raleigh. Once we get to the restart zone, it is up to my will and when we get going here. I mean, it is anyway, but yeah. Here we go, crawling to the restart zone. We're green at Raleigh Raceway. So we had big lag already. So we had pole by, I think, 8/10 over Dodge. So we'll see what ends up happening here as we try to get the bottom line to work. And up the racetrack we go. Dodge will get by to the lead here. Also, I'm going to get behind him, actually, just because I want to see if draft is working properly now. Oh, now there's just no draft. Okay, even better. Okay, that makes 0 sense, but whatever. Dodge up into the wall. Side by side, here's their side. Oh, contact! Contact made. I don't even think their side... This doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. Dodge gonna try to get a crossover. We'll block him here. Oh, there's bump draft. Okay, there is one form of drafting. Dodge has draft. Yeah, what is going on? I don't... Okay, this is so strange. I have no idea what the issue is. As we're going to force Dodge onto the apron. He's going to run us up the racetrack. He got the second win at Rockingham, removed after investigating the finish. So he is going to try to get his second race. He's trying to cross the finish line first for the third time this weekend, but it would only be his second win. And go 2 for 3 on the weekend. Oh, no, now we got draft. It's still a mile and a... Okay, what is going on? Me and Dodge... We did a draft test here yesterday, and everything worked perfectly. And then I changed one setting, and now it's all... Which we tested that setting, too. We tested the exact setting that everybody has now, and there was 0 problems with it. And now, all of a sudden, there's a massive issue. So, I don't know what the problem is, but yeah. You know, that I think about it, I might have figured out the issue. However, I still don't fully think that would be the problem, but we'll see. Yes, I'm aware. Tornado warning. Yes. I mean, I'm in the basement, so I guess I don't know for sure. But I can usually tell when it's sunny or not sunny out. It is at least partially sunny out at the moment. And this tornado warning is only supposed to last 45 more minutes, so obviously the radar says there's a storm on the way, but that's something we'll worry about when the storm actually gets here, I guess. So we're side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Alright, I am back. Yeah, this tornado warning is so weird. Sirens are going off. Radar now shows that it's going to hit us right at 7, which is when they had the thing ending, so I don't know. yeah, here, caution, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but yeah, pace speed 85. We can choose this time. There's no pit road to worry about. He's going to the top for whatever reason, but okay, we'll see if this works out for him. Yeah, here, I don't know, this is weird. Sirens are going on and off. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I hope we don't have some really bad weather, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So round turn 4. Get ready to go back green. We are back under green here at Raleigh, and we're going to end up on the apron. So not a good restart there for us to start the 7th lap. We're just going to park it on the bottom lane. Dodge going to overdrive the corner a bit. We have the preferred line around the bottom here. But Dodge is going to get the drive off to the lead for now. I guess I got some anti-wall ride probably when I had to go. Oh, we're going to get right up to the bumper of the 16. So we are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage there unless I decide to pit to repair the damage. I guess, yeah, there would be a reason to open the pit lane, but yeah. We're down to the grass there. I thought we were going to be there on the 16, but no Pietro run. Oh, he faked us out a little bit. We're going to get to his bumper. Here we go to the bottom lane. We clear Dodge. Throw block over the choose cone we go. We are now in the lead. 13 to go, stage 1. There's Dodge. We'll be able to block down low. Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at wrapping the bottom is usually on these tracks where it's usually difficult to wrap the bottom of that's the preferred line. I've gotten pretty good at that. You know, with the tight handling race cars, I'm usually able to be the one that's able to get to that bottom lane when the cars aren't handling great. So that is, that's what I was pretty good at it in Dice when I was running that league, when that league was still around. So trying to use that to my advantage. However, it seems like Dodge can get draft and I can't. So I have no idea. Again, I have no idea what's going on with the draft. It's acting all weird. But yeah, nighttime is beginning to fall here on Raleigh Raceway, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking along. Got about 3/10 on Dodge that time by. Both of us gonna sail it off into the corner pretty good there, but we're gonna be able to get it to stick, run away a little bit, at least for the time being. Yeah, Dodge, I'd imagine, is starting to figure this out, so the bottom line is the line to be in. Oh, we kind of messed up entry there, turned in a little bit early, but that's fine. Yeah, again, the draft is really annoying me, but okay, whatever. Let's see what the gap is this time. 6/10. And this time we're going to get a little bit too aggressive trying to get to the bottom lane. Up the racetrack we go. It allows that small diamond, though, allows us to carry a little bit more momentum through the exit of the corner, so it might be worth it. But I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, we'll probably get some feedback on if that is, a strategy that is worth running here in a second. Let's look at how much more speed we can carry on exit, but I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, wrapping the bottom probably is the better idea. Yeah, the time evened out, so I probably just want to get to the bottom lane. Oh my goodness, they are really selling this tornado warning. I mean, obviously, I'm concerned. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I am concerned about the weather. I just getting a notification every 2 minutes. And I have one weather app, so. Alright, safety first, I suppose. That definitely is probably a good idea, so. Oh, we're in the wall. And yeah, we definitely lost some ground that lap. Dodge reeling us in a little bit. So we're going to, again, get tight up the racetrack we go on entry here. I just got to try to get back to wrapping the bottom. This does happen when I try to get too aggressive on entry. I end up washing up the track and losing ground, so just need to get back to getting consistent corners, being able to wrap the bottom, get down to the speed we need to get to. Somehow that was even worse. Up the track we go. Now we're really going to have to try to diamond the corner to get the better exit. Not really going to help too much. Dodge probably within 4/10 now for sure. I almost said 3/10, but I didn't know how good of a corner he had. There he is. Yep, now, yeah, this thing isn't really wanting to rotate, get on the brakes as easily as it was at the beginning of the run. Dodge now reeling us in a little bit here. Saw him on the entry of the corner there. He's able to get on the brakes later and still get the thing to rotate now. There we go. That's the kind of corner we needed, but we still kind of overcommitted on the brakes. So at least we, got to the bottom lane. That's what matters, obviously. That's what we need to be doing, but still, I wish we were able to not, over brake for the corner there like we did. And again, we're going to do it again that time. Not as bad, but now we're going to get stuck on the apron more than the last set of corners, so that's not good. We're coming to 5 to go in stage 1. We do have to get to halfway for a race to be official, and yeah, it's starting to get darker out there, it looks like, so that is your update on, because if the Wi-Fi goes out and we don't get to halfway, then we can't call the race, so yeah. But yeah, I'll probably move the auto race. We'll reschedule that. I know we had a stream playing. I'm acting like people can hear me, but yeah, Dodge definitely has draft and I don't, which is annoying me, but whatever. He got on the brakes earlier than I did. I was surprised to see that, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna reschedule order and then I'll figure out the rest. So yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, down the back straight away. We'll enter 3 and 4 here. Went up on 4 to go in the stage, so I think we pretty much have to get through. Yeah, it would be what, 37.5, I think, is halfway. So yeah, we'd have to complete the 38th lap, so we'd have to get to the final lap, or like 2 to go in stage 2 to get to halfway. So we are getting there. Rounding the corner. There we go. There we go. Got about half a second on Dodge. Coming up on 3 to go. Oh, yep. There we go. Tagging the apron. That's usually, you don't want to do that. Hug in the bottom lane. We'll wash up the racetrack a bit. 3 laps to go. Now we got about 8.5 tenths on them, so that was a good lap for us, obviously. We're starting to get back in the rhythm, figure out what we need to do here, so we can just wrap the bottom lane really well. I can't remember, well, I was the camera car here, but I can't remember if I was faster than them or what was going on last year. Obviously, Bloxy won. Doctor ran pretty good for a while. He was using the wall, but, that's besides the point. Dodge was running good up there. Lost 2 tenths that lap, obviously, to Dodge, and not the best corners there. But, yeah, we'll see if we can recover. Oh, I thought I just heard a massive wall of rain fall, and I was like, oh, my gosh, never mind. this is something here, but... that was me hearing things, I think. I don't know. There's also... I am in the basement. That's where my setup is. And the AC is on, so that thing's rattling. And well, it's not rattling, but it's... it's going full blast, so that's making some noise. And that, makes it harder to hear what's going on outside. But yeah, blue flag in the air. 1 lap to go, stage 1. 8 tenths over Dodge. And it's looking pretty good for us to... get the win in stage number 1 as we go down the back straightaway for the final time here in the first stage of this event. Turning early, get on the brakes, wash up the track a little bit, but that's fine. We can get back on the gas for the exit with that small diamonding we do right there. Off of turn 4, stage 1 winner, 24 car. So right now, I think the goal, 1.2 now over Dodge. The goal right now is to get, obviously unless the driver forfeits, then that's different, but, if the goal is to get to a point where we can just call the race, I think, is right now the idea. So we're trying to get this done as fast as we can. Obviously, I wish the draft was working, because that would probably make for a more entertaining race, make it more fun for me. I mean, this is a pretty difficult track to drive, and that shows right here is up the track we go. Terrible turn 3 there. We're going to somewhat be able to recover in turn 4, but that was not a good corner right there. Probably lost 2-3 tenths, maybe 4 tenths, honestly. That was not a good set of corners. We gained a few hundredths, so that's something, but... yeah, no, we're going to really sail it into the corner on entry there. We're up in the bottom. I should probably tell him 40 is the blue. 40 is blue, and then if we start the 39th lap, that's halfway, so we can call it at which point. Get down on the apron here, wash up the racetrack a bit. And the gap changed 1/1000th of a second lap over lap there, so not much improvement or loss of ground there. Yeah, some pump is definitely moving, but yeah, it's getting darker outside. I mean, part of that is, you know, it's starting to get sunset time, but it is definitely getting darker outside. Or, well, maybe it isn't sunset time at this point in the year. I don't know. I'm going to focus on the race right now. 1.7 over Dodge. I don't know if he's gotten to the wall a few times or what. Now we're up the track. Big time. I'll try to fix it. Let's see. Is Dodge even in graphics? Yeah, he's back there. So it's not that big of a gap, all things considered, but it is almost 2 seconds. And we're probably going to lose some more ground on this end of the racetrack. So we are up kind of in the second line there, and also I want to fix my camera now because it's off. Yeah, 1.6 there. Oh, big slowdown as I'm trying to fix this. Okay, I'll take that, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That's good. All right, probably lost some ground in 1 and 2 there, but that's fine. I don't know why chat's still open. I want that to fade away. It should fade away, ideally, but I don't mean that. So you can more clearly see the pylon, but yeah, we're going to be 1/3 of the way through the race here. Across the start-finish line. Yeah, 1.2. That was to be expected. We got a really bad turn 1. There we go. That's what I was hoping it would do. Up the racetrack we go. We'll be able to get it back down to the bottom lane, exiting turn 2 here. And 3 and 4, and again, now it's just kind of a rhythm. You know, you got to get in your rhythm. Oh, we're in the wall bit. It doesn't look like any damage there. There we go. Lost some ground that lap. No big deal. Still got, it wasn't much of a loss, and we're still have over a second worth of a lead. We're up the track, though. Not the best 1 and 2 there. Oh, geez, it just got really dark real quick. That was a noticeable change over the course of 2 minutes, so that's... Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see. See what happens. Yeah, the recording won't stop unless the power goes out. It's not like that relies on Wi-Fi or anything, so it's not like I'm streaming, so... Yeah, recording should be fine. We might have to, like, throw a red flag or something if it gets really bad, but... Not too worried about that. 1.5 seconds now. Over Dodge, so yeah, just keep on trucking, keep on cruising. Racetrack we go. Car gets a little tight. That's fine. I did set up the cars a little tighter than usual just because I knew if not it was going to be a bottom line. I knew it was going to be a bottom lane dominant track, and now we're going to be under red flag for the second time today. So I got to get around the track, bring it to pit road. But that is all but one AFK driver, so back down to pace speed, get it to pit road here with this AFK driver. Alright, here we go to pit road. There's no fuel, but I'm still going to stop at pit box. Let's get a fastest lap of the race update. It is me with a 33-217. Dodge with 33-2 as well, so he can keep pace here. I really gotta use the bathroom, so actually I'm gonna use the bathroom while I know I don't have to be in the basement. I'm gonna go right now. So yeah. All right, I'm back. All right. Give me the countdown here. Yeah, that was yeah, supposedly now the worst weather is past, but we'll see. I just want to make sure that I, could use the bath. I was using the bathroom while I knew for sure that I had a chance to use the bathroom, so yeah, that's what that was. But yeah, I'll look at the radar real quick now because now I'm curious. And this is still showing tornado warning, but it is also kind of showing worse being past us already. Yep, it did the break like it was saying it would. Okay, cool. So yeah, it looks like we're good now. Alright, perfect. Yeah, let's get going, I guess. There we go. Real quick. These cars like to pick up speed kind of quick once after a certain point, it looks like. Again, 10 laps to go on the restart here. I choose when we go. We're going right now. We're back under green. We'll give back a little bit of time in case there was a jump. It was close for sure, but I think we're good. Up the racetrack we go. Pull to Denny Hamlin, dodge up the racetrack. He'll have to lift. And we'll get through on the bottom lane. He's got momentum. He's up into the wall a little bit. He's going to give us a push down into turns number 3 and 4. He'll be the first on the brakes, so we got to really slow it down through turns 1, through the corner. I can't speak. Through the corner, Dodge roughing us up towards the wall we go. Might have brushed it. Dodge will lead. Now 9 remain in stage 2. And again, it looks like worse weather has passed us, so I'm not really concerned about the race being cut short. Dodge kind of figuring out the way around here. He's not able to wrap the bottom as well as me. We're going to get to his bumper, give him a push down the back stretch, which again, you can see nope, we get 2 miles an hour draft. Look at that. 1.5 miles actually. Just rounds up occasionally. We're going again. We're just going to try to wrap the bottom better than he can. Side by side, he'll move up the track, try to get the better exit. Staying on the bottom lane is going to work out for us, though. Side by side through the tri-oval. This time we lead. 8 remain in Raleigh. Again, now both of us going to tag the apron a little bit. Get the car to rotate. Stay on the bottom lane. Most of the time when the track is this flat, you usually want to try to stay towards the bottom on exit, but I definitely see what Dodge is trying to do. I've tried to do it before myself. I completely get it. But again, we'll clear, get away. Already 7/10 the gap. Lap over a lap there. Put it right up against the blue line here. Back on the gas to exit turn 2. And again, it looks like we're going to be getting away a little bit here. It's not fully, well, not fully nighttime. It's not like pitch black or anything, but it's definitely nighttime here in Raleigh. It was a night race pretty much anyway. We just had a little bit of sunset to deal with, but yeah, that's where we're at now. Obviously, we went down pit road. Both of us did, so our anti-wall ride damage is gone. So he's sailed off into turn 1 yet again. Almost a second back to Dodge now is the gap. 40 laps to go when we get back around to the line, and that will be 5 to go stage 2. Wash up the track a little bit. Allows us to diamond the corner, get the better exit off of turn 4. Okay, now I'm hearing thunder out there, so I don't know if they're not the driver, but you know that no, I'm starting. I don't know. Maybe that was something else. I don't know. 40 remain in the race. 5 to go on the stage. We got a lift on exit. Get a little sideways as we were going to wash up the track, hit the wall. We were able to gather it up though. And yeah, again, I was just kind of getting a rhythm. And yeah, get going. This was a Boxy Motorsport track for sure last season. Obviously, Doctor had a pretty good run. He was using up the wall to help with that, but you know, it was pretty much a Boxy Motorsport dominated track last season. Obviously, new cars, and you know, it was pretty much a 2v3 for you know, the drivers in that race, with Boxy Motorsport against, you know, the other drivers, but still on a track that was so heavily favored by Boxy Motorsports, to have the rival organization, being the rival organization, to show up and have a pretty dominant running so far. It's pretty nice. However, we've seen, you know, we saw it yesterday at Rockingham. You know, Banana dominated the majority of the race. It didn't end up panning out for him, so we'll see what happens. Dodge gained 2/10 that lap. There's 3 to go in the stage. We'll be halfway when we get back around to the line, so even if the power does end up being an issue for other factors or the storm, then we you know, we will be halfway. It could be called, but you know, we're gonna run as long as we can until it becomes a pretty clear issue that, you know, we might be needing to cut it short. Wash up the track a little bit. Almost ended up in the wall. 2 laps to go here at Raleigh Raceway. Not too much of a gain that time for Dodge. We're starting to figure this out. Tap the brakes a bit. Try to maintain the bottom line the best we can. Wash up the track on exit. That honestly might be where he's gaining on us. I don't know, we'll see in a second. But, yeah, here we go again to the bottom. Up the racetrack we go. I gotta get the flags ready. I'm gonna stay on the bottom a little bit longer that time. See if it works out for us this time by. Blue flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Stage number 2. And we pulled away a little bit that lap. We're just able to get right down to the bottom lane, kind of use up the apron too to help get the car rotate. Put the left side tires on the apron, just kind of bounce off the apron, you know, get the thing to rotate ever so slightly. That helps out a ton when you're able to do that. Brakes are being put to work today, obviously, as we have to drop, you know, 60 to 75 miles an hour if you really overbrake the corner down the down into the corners. But yeah, we'll round turn 4, sweep the stages. We're back under the green. And there's 35 to go, and we got away about half a second that lap, so that's good. Again, car get, you know, tighter setup. We're going to wash up the track a little bit there if you misjudge your braking point, even just a little bit. We're going to exit the corner a little bit sooner than I would like. You know, we try to get to the top for the exit there. You want to try to wrap the bottom as long as you can. Now we're up the track again. Really get the car pointed so you can get the extra speed to carry through the exit. Try to recover for that mistake, but obviously, you know, we can only do so much. Yeah, you gained about 3/10 that lap, so, I mean, we definitely have the better car, it seems, but he can close in at times. You know, if we make a mistake, if we make enough mistakes in a row, he will be there. So, you know, he's close enough to keep us honest, but we do have a comfortable enough lead to afford a mistake every now and then, because then once we do get back in our rhythm, we can usually get away for quite a bit of time, because like I said, it's just mainly wrap the bottom, and then if you wash up a little bit, you know, you can kind of afford to diamond it. But yeah, that's about all you can really do. That's about 2/10 there. We gain that lap. Tap the brakes, trail brake a bit, rotate through the corner. Got tight that time through 3 and 4 there, so now we're way up the track. That's way more than you want to diamond the corner ideally. Yeah, we're on the corner. What are we at now? Gap is 1.5, almost 1.6. So that's another 2/3 right there. Again, it's all just wrap the bottom lane and just try to, you know, stay as low as you can for as long as you can, because, you know, if you wash up the track through the center, obviously that's not good. If you enter on the high line, that's not going to be good. Obviously, we've proven the theory that trying to move up the track and use the steeper downhill for the banking transition to give you a run, that doesn't help either. Now we have almost a 2-second lead on Dodge. We're going to see if I'll pan the camera back here once we exit turn 2. 30 to go when we get back around to the line, but that's what about 2 seconds looks like here at Raleigh Raceway. So we have a pretty nice gap back to Dodge at the moment. And yeah, I mean, we're going to round 4, take 30 to go, and just try to continue on with our day and take the victory here, obviously. Now 2.2 the gap. Either way, Dodge is getting a good point stay, I suppose. But yeah, this is, you know, obviously for the overall Argle Championship, this is not what he would like to see. But, you know, for the individual acre title, I'm not allowed to win that, or at least be the official winner of that anymore. So, yeah, he is, you know, just getting a good point today over Angelo and Banana, who Banana is supposedly going part-time now. So, you know, there's that. Now it's 2.5. They got maybe 2.4 kind of updated again after a second. So, I don't know for sure what the gap is. But, yeah, I mean, we got, what, 29 to go, and we're just cruising along and gonna try to keep on keeping on, and you know, obviously we're hoping for no yellows. We're hoping nobody else joins and could potentially cause some chaos. We're just out here cruising, and we're gonna try to hang on and win the race. Yeah, didn't pull away as much that time, but we are pulling away majority of the laps. We are getting away from Dodge, and this is a perfect 1 and 2 right there. As we were able to just wrap the bottom, put it right on the blue line, put it right on the speed. It might have been able to get an extra mile an hour or two out of that, but that was a really good 1 and 2. And now we're gonna get another pretty solid 3 and 4. Not quite as good as 1 and 2, but that was a good lap right there. Put it down to the grass. 5.6. Something happened. What happened? Oh, it was lag. That's what happened. Okay. So Dodge gonna merge here. I don't know how much that's really gonna do for him, but okay. How did a pencil fall down from my shelf? Okay, whatever. Oh, did I hit the wall? Maybe. .26 remain here in Raleigh. I'll fix laps next time by. He's kind of just sitting in the middle of the road. He's up to speed at least. Oh, this is a terrible place for me to catch him. This is, well, it's perfect for me, but it's a bad spot for him. Actually, I'm gonna well, yeah, no, I should have kept my foot in it there, but that's fine. Bail out to catch. I want to make sure he's beside me here for the corner. Beating and banging now, fighting for the space. There we go. Laps fixed. 25 remain. So we've completed 50 officially. Again, we're just going to try to wrap the bottom lane to get by him here. Now we're getting the gas because, yeah, he's wasting time staying up there. And obviously he's going to be aggressive. He knows we're faster. We were running away pretty consistently there. He's lagging down the front straightaway, and we're going to tag the apron over, committed into the corner. Now Dodge going to get to the inside line here, side by side. He's using us up, trying to get the exits as we try to pin him down to the bottom lane, which honestly would help him. So, yeah, I don't know why he was doing that, but okay. Now he's going to overslow it down, but I know he's going to overslow it down, so we're going to just drive it through the center. Again, he's going to move us up the racetrack. He's going to really move us up the racetrack, put us in the wall even, and we're going to catch the anti-wall ride. So we're going to get a little bit of damage from that. Draft is going to save us. 23 remain. Yeah, Dodge can string together some good laps, but he's up the track there. We didn't get the best corner because we were kind of trying to judge off of him a little bit when he's going to break. Yeah, I don't know why the draft isn't working like it was, but whatever. We get into the corner here. Using the apron. Dodge defending well now. And that's what I mean. We were hoping nothing would happen. Something happened, and now we're behind and trying to find a way by the 16 car here. Oh, yep. He's going to let us overcommit, though. We're going to be able to block off the bottom lane. Oh, but we got tight. Don't bump us up the racetrack. Give us a push on exit. He's going to get right here. Oh, he's going. Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, he's offline a bit, but okay. He's going to sail it off into the corner, try to get this middle line to work relative to him, but he's moving up. Contact made. We're going to make sure we stay onto the wall before we do anything else here. Side by side. Contact made, beating and banging. 21 laps remain, and now the race is interesting. With Dodge obviously merging there. Now he's just going to try to do enough to keep us pinned on the outside lane. We got to hope that at some point we can make this outside line work. And right there's our chance. Not quite going to be able to clear him, but we found something that works. Contact made down the back straightaway. Yeah, now we're just going to... Oh, he's up the track. I was going to say we're going to kind of go back to old reliable here. Oh, now he's pushing up. Oh, there we go. We got clear. Wow, we're using the middle line. He's there now. Down through the grass. Even 20 laps remain. Yeah, now it's a fight. Can we get this top side to work? Oh, he's up the track. He overcommitted. We'll get through on the bottom. We're going to park it in front of him. Bumper to bumper exiting turn 2. We're going to get a push off the corner. Oh, but it stalled out really quick. And now he's going back to the bottom. And we weren't able to block him in time. Here we go. The race is on now. Contact made into 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Up the track we both go. Contact made. He's getting in the gas. He's running us up like we're not there. Side by side off the corner. We didn't catch any anti-wall ride that time. 19 remain now. Oh, man. He is crowding us, using us up. He is being aggressive here. I knew if he got up here and had a chance, there might, you know, if there was another yellow, he might have a shot. He might have a shot at it here. It's showing because he, obviously he's putting up a fight. He's being really aggressive when doing this, and we're somehow getting this middle line to work. I haven't gotten this middle line to work. I haven't seen this middle line work here all last season, all this season so far. But we got it working. We're going to get to his bumper, try to move him off the bottom groove at the end there. Not quite going to work. He's got about 2/10 on us now. But we are faster overall, I think. Honestly, this might be better for us. Give him some breathing room because now we can get our normal corner. We're going to get there. He's going to box us out. Both of us up the racetrack on exit there. So yeah, Dodge defending really aggressively here now because he knows this is his chance. Well, he got the lag. He was able to merge up here after his accident. We're going to sail it off into the corner. Get him to move up the racetrack. Can we get there on him? Contact made. And we're going to fight for this one because we know he's going to be aggressive too. We're going to hold him up here through the trial. 17 remain. Oh, we knew we were going to try to hold him up. Now he's going to wash up the track. He'll catch us on the way up. But we're going to get to the bottom lane. Contact made. He's going to be able to block us off. Hang on to the lead. Down the back straightaway we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this here because I want to do this as cleanly as I can. Now he's going to get a pretty, well, not a pretty good corner because he's slow. We're going to get to the bottom lane, give him a bumper. Yeah, he definitely could have had a quicker corner there. I thought he was going to get a better corner, but he had a few mile an hour to gain there on the bottom lane. Yeah, again, now we just got to try to make this middle line work because he seemingly doesn't know the max speed he should be getting out of that bottom lane, but he'll move up to box us out. He'll clear for a second. We'll pull alongside him. Contact made. Trying to side draft here. Lift on entry. To get the crossover, we'll get to his bumper. Push him through 3 and 4. Move him up the racetrack. Again, he's trying to use that high line, the little bit of high line there is to save him on exit. It's not really working for him. 15 remain now. This time we're going to go for a pretty normal corner entry, but he is all over the bumper, moving us up out of the groove, fighting for it, down on the apron. Yeah, Dodge is fighting really aggressive here. He's into the wall. That's going to allow us to get by here for a second, but the anti-wall ride is going to stall out right, or actually unstall out right when we needed it to the most. We'll give it one extra little tap of the brakes to get to the bottom lane. No, not quite, but it's enough to spook him. So we'll take advantage of it. Side by side on the front straightaway, a little bit more contact made, but Dodge will clear. 14 remain. Yeah, Dodge definitely figured out the track here through the lag, and now he's going to end up the track into our lane, so we're going to end up giving him a bumper. Contact made, door slamming to exit turns 1 and 2 there, and we get away big time right there. That might be all we need. Oh, he's reeling us in, though. He's reeling us in. Oh, no, but we get a good corner here. Yeah, we just needed a decent corner, and that's what we got. 14 remain. We'll exit the corner. See, 13 laps to go. 3.5 tenths back to Dodge now. And that might be enough of a space to open up the winning. Oh, no, we got tight. Made a mistake. He's going to get to our bumper. I was just about to finish that statement. I was going to say, as long as they don't make a mistake pretty soon here, that might be enough to run away. And we made a mistake. He got to our bumper. We were able to drive off on exit, though. Obviously, you don't want to... you don't want to do that either. Again, we make a similar mistake. He drives up to our bumper, which again gives us drive off. We'll see what happens here. 12 to go. Now it's only 2 tenths that time by. He's close enough to strike. We just need to get a good corner. And again, we make the same mistake 3 corners in a row. We didn't get to our bumper that time, though. So I don't know if he made another mistake, if he lagged, or if he, tried to wrap the bottom and was at the lower speed. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, we were able to get away, and this is going to be a good corner, but he just sails it using the grass and the apron to get back to our quarter panel. He hits it again. He is fighting for this one really aggressively. Wow, he just sailed it off into the corner there, and it's back to about 3.5 tenths, 11 remain. The attack, the battle still rages on, though, and again, we're up the track. He's going to get there. Nope. Cut him off. Oh, don't end up in the wall. He might have ended up in the wall. Big lag down the backstretch here. I just can't get a normal corner there. Ah, nope. Almost got it. Yeah, it's That's a fairly good corner. Not the best, but that was better than most of them where I was washing up the track, so we'll take that. Gap this time, 9.5 tenths, almost a second after, yeah, he definitely got in the wall or something that time by. Now it's back into our hands here. We're able to get back in a rhythm. 9.5 laps to go. Obviously still a little under 15 miles. And he's AFK, and that's going to be another red flag. Yeah, this is twice now. He's going to get bailed out right when figuring it out, but we'll see. Obviously, you know, probably something's going on, but yeah. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. All right. Let me get a drink of water real quick. So we'll restart with 8 to go. So the damage from the anti-wall ride will be fixed with that. It's going to be a 9-lap dash, or 8-lap dash to the finish, not even 9. So we're going to choose this time by. Obviously, I want the bottom lane. This is what's worked. I mean, I have gotten the top to work compared to him, but obviously, then Dodge not going to miss out on a chance on the front row, obviously, instead of lining up behind me. We'll have 8 laps to decide the race here at Raleigh Raceway. We've had a dominating day. Dodge started putting up a fight here for the last about 10 laps or so. With the lag wreck he had, he was able to merge. And now we've had quite the battle. As we're on turn 4, I'll be the control car on the restart. We know what we need to do. We just need to execute here. Yep, that's exactly what you do. Green flag back on the air, back off and racing. You play the mind games because he expected me to go right away, but we waited just that extra little bit of time because I knew he was going to think we were going right away. So I waited a second, made him lift, and that's when you go. And now we have 3.5 tenths on him with 8 to go. Get down to the bottom lane here. Wrap the bottom as best we can. That's that small diamonding that works out sometimes. It's not as good as just wrapping the bottom the whole time, but still, that worked. 6 tenths the gap, 7 remain. Yeah, there we go. That's a good corner. Yeah, that last run, we just kept, making a small mistake right when we needed to run away. If we were able to string together a few good corners. Now we got about 6 tenths. We're nearing 6 to go. We're getting back in our rhythm here. So we're going to tag the apron a little bit more than I would like to. But still going to allow a pretty good corner. And, yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can pull this one off. 6 remain. The gap now 1.1. We're going to enter a little bit higher this time. Which, normally you don't want to do. But at this point, we can afford, small error like that. With the 1 second lead coming up on 5 to go. Really get on the brakes. There's a mistake that you don't want to make. Yeah, you can't really afford stuff like that, though. We can't have that happen lap after lap. A little bit of lag there. Exiting 4. 5 remain. Gap this time 1.2. That's about a tenth that lap. And again, we're going to be up the racetrack. Yeah, this car handles good on the short run. And then that kind of middle part of the run, it starts to want to drift up the racetrack on entry there. So we got to try to fight it. Got to try to control it. Get it back to the bottom lane here. And not that much as we tag the apron. Bad corner right there. We cannot afford that. If Dodge got a good corner there, it's going to be probably 8 or 9 tenths. We end up in the wall on exit as well. 4 remain. see, it's still about 1.2. There we go. That's much more consistent, better corner. Can we hang on? There's 4 laps remaining. And again, we're just, not the best corner, but we just need okay corners. We don't need the best corners anymore. We just need, we go almost down to the grass, all the way to the grass there. 1.4 the gap now. 3 remain. Can we pull this off? Tagging the apron a little bit. The drive back off the corner. We got robbed at Sweden after dominating the day and then having the lag storm take us out. We dominate again today. Can we finish this one out? We're going to have 2 laps to go. 3 miles to lap around Raleigh Raceway, and we'll be victorious. Obviously, we need to get to the white flag to avoid a caution or something like that. Dodge gaining. It's 1.1 now. Back to 1.2 roughly. He found something. Might be go time. Let's see. Lap and a half remain. If we get to the white, then the next flag will... Well, actually, we race back, but... Yeah, no. So, we'll see what happens. The caution doesn't send it to overtime if we get to the white, so that's what matters. Which we round turn 4 in the wall a little bit, though. It's not really going to hold us up much. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. The gap this time, 1.1. And how desperate do you get if you're Dodge? You got to be willing to, you got to be thinking... if I full send, I have a chance here. Not a good corner. We get hung up on the apron. Is Dodge close enough to give us a bumper to sail it off into 3 and 4 and hope something works? Oh, we're up the track. It doesn't look like he's close enough. This time, we'll be able to pull off the dominant performance and take the checkered flag. We're on turn 4, enter the tri-oval. We win at Raleigh Raceway. Good battle there with Dodge, but for a little bit there, but yeah, we had the best car all day and able to pull it off. Alright, well that's going to do it for this race, guys. If you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.